Look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about 10 scams in hardcore pawn history. Let's start off with something comedic and slightly cunning. Number 10. Pregnant mommy needs money. In this video, our so-called buyer decides to attempt scamming the shop owner's daughter, Ashley, by pulling onto her heartstrings. She claimed that she was a single mother and her husband just left, also mentioning that she is struggling for employment. The woman also said that it would mean a lot to her to receive the item despite only having $10. Ashley offered to cover the remaining $15, then proceeded to give her a job offer once she gave birth to her synthetic material. Yes, you heard that right, giving birth to her silicone specifically.
And thank you so much.
My pleasure. Anything to help you and the baby.
Ashamed that her scam didn't end well, the perpetrator proceeds to jump into the car, trying to flee from the scene. It's sad that people would go to these extents of being a cheapskate. Ever dealt with delirious and presumptuous clientele? Well, Ashley certainly has had quite the experience, especially with this individual in number 9, Bugatti King. This delusional con artist sets ablaze in a store over Ashley not accepting his quote-unquote valuable $2. This very audacious man was quite vocal, being very expressive and exaggerated in not only his use of words, but his body language as well. It was humorous how he kept referring to himself as Bugatti. My favorite part in this video was that he was doing his hardest to try to convince Ashley that his $2 bill was worth a lot of money and deserved change on top of everything else.
Now, before you say something, I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here, it's worth a lot of money, so.
Definitely a big fail on his part, but hey, at least he tried. Feeling bored of just seeing wacky customer scams? How about Ashley trying to scam someone? Sit back and grab some popcorn for number 8's little clash between Seth and, of course, Ashley. In this encounter, an older man proceeds to try pawning off his valuable items in exchange for enough to help his son and daughter through college.
Why do you want to get rid of it now?
My son's college, my daughter's college.
How much money were you looking for?
3,000.
Ashley then proceeds to lowball offer this polite gentleman, trying to barter a low price and scam him for his valuables to make profit. The man refuses to meet her excessively low offers and kindly declines. After thanking Ashley for her time as well as the deal despite it being a ripoff, he tries to shake her hand, Ashley rudely declining by saying to him, "Have a nice day." If her behavior wasn't repulsive enough, after her ordeal she proceeded to walk into the back room to her brother and tell him of the situation in a condescending tone, which led Seth, unimpressed, to have his 2 cents in, which caused a small argument between the siblings. Maybe it's not so much of a good idea to attempt scamming someone and to take a moral high ground. Uh-oh, Christina just got caught red-handed on number 7. We assume the customers are sometimes scheming, but get a load of this. Former hardcore pawn shop employee Christina decided to write fake tickets, stealing money from Les's business establishment. Writing loans up for herself, she ended up being caught red-handed. She was trusted by her employers and co-workers to show her gratitude and pay them back for her employment opportunity. She spat it back onto their faces by scamming and stealing them. What a fraud. It's honestly a shame, but at least they got it sorted. Well, what do we have here? Number 6 shows an interesting and unique scam. This dynamic duo, Barbara and her nephew, walk into the store claiming they have a missing remote from 3 months ago. Who knows why they're trying to steal it, but hold on to your remotes, ladies and gentlemen, because they are out for your controllers. It's honestly funny how people think they are clever for these scams, then get choked up when things, well, don't go so according to plan.
So you give my nephew his remote right now.
You want to see?
You hush, nephew. I got this. Where's the remotes? You got one back there somewhere.
I got lots of them.
It's
you want
back
to get
there
on the
somewhere.
remote?
No.
It's back there.
Go, so go back there. Go back there.
Auntie, we're going to get you a remote.
You already
That-
What kind of business are you running here?
A pretty good one.
You remote stealer.
Have a nice day.
Next time, just bring a receipt and not a barcode. So we have fake ice and a rude attitude in number 5. Another case of poorly made efforts into scamming the pawn shop employees, but I will admit, it was pretty clever of her using the excuse on why she didn't have a receipt. The young female claimed that this pair of earrings were purchased within the vendor by her niece, a diamond missing in an earring. Not only does the company not do cash refunds, they also confirm that they don't sell fake jewelry. Of course, being exposed and your lie not quite working, she ended up throwing a fit in the store, causing a massive, unnecessary scene. "You joke me? $500 give me" on number 4. This man, who can barely communicate in English, named Norm, wanted to sell a barbecue and speaker together because he is a self-proclaimed collector. He attempts to scam them, lying about the value, saying he purchased them for $1,000, asking for $500 instead. Clearly, Ashley and Seth were able to see through his lies, but nevertheless, it was still an interesting attempt on scamming the company, and the siblings figuring out this man's intentions. Luckily enough, things didn't get too violent and resolved on him getting kicked out of the store. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. We get to witness a takedown on a shakedown attempt in number 3. This man walks in confidently, wanting to talk to the owner less. He claims to have a towing company and asking for an opportunity to go over some paperwork to do a business venture for towing. Attempting to scam him into signing a contract, he eventually leads to admitting his true intentions, looking for Les to sign some paperwork, wanting to do business and make it flow in the area. He claims he doesn't want Mark's employment, but then things take an interesting twist when he then mentions wanting to take over the pawn shop in its entirety. This causes a conflict between the two parties, eventually leading to the man being kicked out. Before we continue on to the next clip, leave a comment down below and tell me what your opinion is. I would love to know, because on number 2 on the list, Les lowballs this gentleman. Do you think Maserati Rick's son got ripped off? Tell us your thoughts, because I think he was scammed of his money. Honestly, it felt like in that situation that he should have at least got around $5,000, maybe $5,500, but I don't know. In this situation, the value of the piece of jewelry is apparently $7,000, and in response, he offered to buy it for $1,000. Rick, being unimpressed, asked for $5,000, and instead was bartered down to $2,500. They eventually came to an agreement, but it still felt like Les was scamming him for a profit. Of course, you wouldn't get paid retail price, but it was such a low price to be taken into account that it just felt like a really obvious scam. Last but not least, number 1, antique scam. This man comes in confidently trying to sell his necklace, stirring up a big pot of drama along the way. This passed down generation throughout his family. The most value this necklace had was a few crystals, in which Les's perspective wasn't worth it. Despite explaining to the customer that it's not worth it and would rather his rings, the customer stubbornly disagrees, bickering in the store, leading him to be kicked out. And with everything being said and done, that concludes 10 scams in hardcore pawn history. If you've enjoyed the video this far, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below for videos like this in the near future. And have all of yourselves a wonderful day.
One more problem that's really key to this whole thing. These are fake. Woo! What the?
How much did you want for it?
You know, it's worth about $7,000 or whatever.
$1,000.
Huh?
Your hands on me.
It's over with now. I ain't gotta touch you no more.
But I appreciate it, though. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.
It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm gonna stop the bleeding. I'm gonna stop it here and now. Set me free, Christina, and I will open up that. No deal.
Deal.
No deal.
Deal. How much you gonna give me for it?
I'm gonna talk about it on the way out the door.
We could just get a remote for the TV. You know, that'd be all good. You know.
If it didn't come with the remote, I don't know if I had the remote.
Don't get me, I'm gonna get very, very angry right now.
What are y'all looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Y'all ain't got nothing else to do? What's up?
I love peace, man. I had it for a couple years, man.
Man, that's cool.
Trying to get rid of it, man.
I'll be back.
If I were you, I wouldn't come back.
Whatever.
So I don't know how we're gonna come up with 500
I don't know how we're gonna come up with 5.
5 what?
cents.
You joke me?
He give you a different pair of earrings, anything.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Your short ass gonna tell me.
Are you angry because your coat's so tight?
Well, y'all don't even sell TVs without remotes.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Why did I even come in here?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Like this right here. How much is this watch right here?
$75.
I don't want no $75 watch.